Welcome to Aquinas Shamrock Week 2023.
Introducing your hosts, Mr. Joe B. Knapp, Executive Director of Advancement and co-anchor.
With Mrs. Kelly Conlon, Aquinas Fund and Volunteer Manager, and co-anchor of today's broadcast.
And introducing Chase Acker, Class of 2029, in helping us chase our goals.
Together, they make your
2023 Aquinas Shamrock Week live stream team.
All right, and welcome back to Day 2, Tuesday, Shamrock Week 2023. I am Joe B. Knapp, Executive Director of Advancement here at Aquinas.
And I'm Kelly Conlon, the Aquinas Fund Manager. Thank you so much for joining us for our Tuesday broadcast.
All right, Kelly, before we jump into today's show, I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone who helped us get to our great start yesterday. That matching gift of $15,000 in memory of Mike Furlow really got the ball rolling, and those guys from the class of '83, Tim Bell, Sam Gueri, and David Terry, thank you so much again.
Yep, when you include that matching gift of $15,000, we raised close to $33,000 yesterday. What a great start to our week at AQ.
It's an awesome start. I'm pumped. Thank you, Aquinas. Again, you're not letting us down. So we continue with our celebration of AQ, Kelly. What are we celebrating today?
Well, today we celebrate our outstanding faculty and staff at Aquinas. We encourage you to make a gift today in honor or memory of a current past faculty member who had a great impact on your life.
That's awesome. For years, we've had so many wonderful faculty and staff members that I'm honored to call my coworkers and friends. And for several of them, I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, we've got one in studio now who's been here just a touch less than I've been alive. But I know, like yesterday, we each recognized students, right?
Yes.
Who are you recognizing today, Kelly?
Well, today I actually made two gifts on behalf of my son, Gavin Conlon, class of 2021, for two teachers that made an incredible impact on his life, Mr. Masue and Mr. Wise. So,
nice.
Yeah, and how about you, Joby?
Two solid choices there. So, I don't know. I mean, you've got Rich Pilliter, Jerry Maguire. I mean, now still here, Ted Mancini. Ted's been here a little bit longer than I have. I mean, Judy Epstein, she was Miss Skirmit. Just so many people. List goes on and on. I chose two very special people to me. Coach Mike Dianetti, he gave me my first chance as a coach here at Aquinas, and a great guy. And then my mother, Mary Lou Knapp, teacher here at Aquinas, such a wonderful woman. It's kind of funny, the picture I have up there, I asked my dad to send some pictures, and he sent a picture of me, my mom, and my brother and I are standing in the back. I've got two sisters also, so I don't know why my sisters were left out. So hopefully they're not tuned in and think that they've been, excommunicated from the family. So that's definitely not the case, Maribeth and Kristen. So thanks for sending that picture along, Pops. And it was kind of cool coming here to Aquinas back when I was 94. I'm 23 years old. My mom I had no idea what I was doing, but my mom, and even though I didn't go here, my mom gave me a little bit of street cred. She was such a good woman. I know, very well liked and very well respected. So definitely had to give a gift in her memory. Miss her every day. So
yeah. Now, Joby, as you were talking about all the great teachers here at Aquinas, you mentioned Jerry Maguire. Interesting that his name should come up, huh?
Chase, you know who Jerry Maguire is?
No.
Yeah. It's not the movie with Tom Cruise. We've got a better legend. Our Jerry Maguire is very, very much a man who's had 35 years here at Aquinas as an administrator and a teacher. He's an Aquinas legend and an icon. So much so that as we're celebrating our faculty and staff today, the O'Donnell family made a matching gift of $10,000 in honor of Jerry Maguire, AQ class of 53.
Yeah, what a great gesture by the O'Donnells in tribute to a great man. So please take advantage of this opportunity and double the value of your gift today. All gifts will be matched up to $10,000.
Yeah, the O'Donnell family, true AQ family that went into the Hall of Fame 2 years ago, I think. Thanks to Pat, class of 77. Let's see if I get this right. Tom, 79, Joe, 80, Ed, 85, and Catherine, 87. Check my notes, boom, got it. O'Donnell, you guys rule. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that.
Now, as you're making your gifts today throughout the week, if you want who you are giving in honor or memory to show on our donor wall, please make sure you complete the donor display information as shown. Though it's great if you complete the information under additional details, and that will go into our records, and the person that you are making the gift for will get acknowledged by us to show on our Shamrock Week donor wall. Please be sure to complete the donor display information.
So listen, Lucas and Peter, I love you guys. I'm always trying to follow behind. Did we have that sample up there? The donor display slide? Yeah, so I just want to make sure this is my handiwork in there, so I apologize that that circle is not very good. But I know I had a couple people that reached out on that. And so there's a spot there where you can put in memory and honor of, which is great. That goes into our records like Kelly said. But if you wanted to show on that donor wall, I think, what does it say there, Peter? Additional information?
Donor display?
Donor display information, yeah. Just that's an important piece, I think, as we're putting information up there. And you know, it's, listen, Bob Dietor might put one up there that's, you can put the notes on. Thank you to Jerry Maguire for all the jugs she gave me. So you're welcome to do that.
Well,
all right, what's on the trivia front here,
all right,
Cal?
here we go. All right, we thank everyone who made entered into our trivia yesterday. We had a lot of people participate. We had some great answers. We had people picked pizza and cheeseburgers, but as you can see from our slide, the most popular lunch was chicken nuggets and fries.
It doesn't. I mean, that probably shouldn't surprise us. I mean, you know, with your kids, they want the simplest thing. What'd you vote for your favorite, Chase?
I actually didn't vote.
How? I mean, you're part of our show.
I know.
How are you not? Okay. All right.
If I were to vote, probably chicken nuggets and buffalo fries.
Okay.
Or French toast sticks and home fries.
All right, here, let me get this for you. All right, French, interesting one. All right, let's see who's our winner for the swag basket.
Oh.
Insider information probably on that. We've got Brendan McDaniels, one of our teachers here at Aquinas. His son Aaron is graduating this year. Oh, I shouldn't have put that back in. Sorry, Cal. Make sure we pull him out. So that one will be an easy one for us to deliver.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're in California, you can still vote. We will mail it to you. That one is going to be an easy one for us to deliver.
Yeah.
We got the swag basket right here, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
So next is our trivia question for today. What year did the Bazillion Fathers take over AQ? Submit your answers at aqshamrockweek.com and we will draw another winner tomorrow.
All right, so today is a day of AQ staples, cornerstones, right? We already talked about one, Jerry Maguire. The trivia question ties in with that, right? Because the Bazillion Fathers are a staple here at Aquinas, just like our next guest.
That's right, Joby. Bob Dietor, a 1973 graduate of Aquinas, has been a phys ed teacher here for an incredible 47 years. And while many people see him as either a teacher or a coach, we are about to show you a softer side to Papa Deeds.
Hi, I'm Adriana McEntee, class of 28.
And I'm Brianna McEntee, class of 28.
Our dad is Jeff McEntee,
And our mom is Nicole McEntee,
class of 2000.
I'm Joey DePasquale, class of 28. My mom is Christina Wood, class of 2001. And although those are our parents, the most important part is our grandpa, Papa Deeds.
Hi, I'm Bob Dietor, class of 73, 46 years here, but I'm also known as Papa Deeds. No, he's Papa D. I'm Papa Shamrock.
I did always know I was going to Aquinas because even though that like my grandpa was the gym teacher, I personally think it was a good school with the overall like traits that it like allows students to have, and I also think it's like a really good educational like system. And like even though it was my grandpa there, I still think it was just revolved around my family, and it was just a tradition, and that like keeps us like connected, and it gives me a second family.
Yes, I have heard Papa Deeds yell.
What's it sound
Like, it really comes like from the stomach. But it's kind of like a natural thing. Like he kind of just like yells when he speaks. Like kind of like this, like you know.
My favorite thing about being here at Aquinas with my grandpa is definitely like knowing that like he's here, and we have like a tradition for our family and stuff like that, and also that soon he's gonna be my football coach when I play varsity football, and yeah.
The silliest thing I've ever seen Papa do out of school is probably like play with like his dog Jack, because usually like Grandpa's like a very like, he looks like a very strict person, but like really like outside of school, like with the dog, he's very like silly and stuff, and he's like just like that with dogs in general too. Like he was like that with my dog Roxy, but like it's just like it's funny because like he like talks to them and stuff. It's like ooh.
No, it's like, Jack, give me back the freaking remote.
My favorite thing about my grandpa in general will probably be that even though like he does teach my gym class right now, I think that like he always makes it funny. Like even if he has to be strict to the class if they're bad, he always is funny to me and my friends, and like he always like makes us laugh, and it could be like in school, out of school, but he's always like funny with me.
I think actually we're kind of right in the middle of my favorite thing. Okay, see, you know, I take them home after school, you know, unless I have a practice or something. So kind of during the winter, I take them home. But now I'm getting to watch them, that Aquinas allure kind of take hold of them. Okay, and anybody that's ever gone through this place knows that something about Aquinas, it kind of wraps around like a blanket, and just it's that comfortable, warm place that you don't want to leave. So now they don't want to go home with me. Okay, they want to stay after and hang out with their friends, and it's that blanket now that's starting to form those bonds. Okay, and see, I know what's happening with them, and I see that happening. And that's my favorite thing, because listen, I just had dinner with my friends last week that I graduated with 50 years ago from here. And I know that every alumni is doing the same thing. There's bonds that are built here, and that's my favorite thing, that they're in this environment. And I know that when they're older, they're going to have those bonds from Aquinas, because that's where it all comes from. That's my favorite thing.
Hey Papa, have you ever been in here before?
What is this, like a Star Trek room? I used to have a room like this in college. That's what I lived in, a room like this.
It's the VR room.
What's VR?
Well,
Oh, virtual reality.
we were on your turf in the gym, and now you're on our turf in the middle school. This is the VR room.
I think I might give up the gym to be in the VR room. It's pretty cool.
How about we have you try the VR, Papa?
What do I gotta do?
Hit the cord.
Glad I cut my hair.
Does it feel too loose or too tight?
A little bit loose.
Okay, let's see.
Wait a second, there's mountains.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We have to put them. This goes in. Yep.
Yeah,
and then you hold right here. Yep.
Okay.
Should he move more?
Yeah.
Here, just walk over here.
Wait, there's mountains. I gotta fall. Where am I going?
That guards the entrance.
I ain't climbing up there.
Great Western
Wait, where's my feet? Where's my feet though?
With the triggers?
Hold the trigger when you do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Start walking across the...
Wait a second. Am I supposed to just walk on the rungs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can do that. So I just pull?
Yep, you gotta pull on the triggers.
Oh.
Pull on the triggers and grab onto it.
Okay.
There you go.
Now we're doing it.
You look off the ladder too, Deeds.
What the heck? Am I going to the clouds?
Climbing Mount Everest.
Oh. This is the easy way. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay. Let me see, where am I? That's not me.
Is that you? No, that's
No, that's not me.
Look at that kid.
That's me.
Looks like Mark Passapian.
That's me.
It
White
looks
tie.
exactly like Uncle Robbie.
I know, I was about to say that.
Actually scary.
Oh, that looks like Uncle Robbie.
Really?
That's because it's my son.
Give him a real hug.
Brianna's leg is in my way.
What's happening here? That's the worst hug ever. Bear hug the man. When you want him to coach you on football, you're gonna be a softie.
My head's gonna pop. My head's gonna pop like a tomato. No. No, it's not.
All right. Well, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Papa Dietz in studio. Dietz, that was a lot of fun doing that with your grandkids. Great kids. Before I get into my first question that I have for you, we just were talking as the video was playing. I mean, I know you're a football guy, I know you're a sports guy. Bobby Dietor is a Star Trek nerd?
Star Trek nerd. We were watched it all the time. I mean, I thought I was Captain Kirk for a while. It was no, Star Trek was like a nightly diet for us in college.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, I love Star Trek.
Okay,
Great.
so you probably watched more Star Trek than homework you did in college?
I can't reveal those type things right here.
So, are you a big William Shatner fan? Did you like T.J. Hooker?
Yes.
So you probably slid across your car as much as you could?
No. T.J. Hooker, Boston Legal, absolutely. One of my other favorite shows.
I love it. I love it. I did not, after working with you for all these years, I never would have suspected. So I'm glad for many reasons why we did this, but that was really
that was
cool.
Yeah. I told you when we walked into that VR room, I thought I was back in college for a second. I said, my room looked just like this, except there were no starships hanging from the ceiling.
I'm willing to bet though that if you thought you were back in college, if you just saw the hairstyle, you would have known you weren't.
Yeah, no mirrors was fine in there.
That's awesome. Love how you talked about watching your grandkids embrace the Aquinas culture and buy into everything and how special. I mean, you put it in such a wonderful way. But let's go the other side. Having your grandkids here, are they cramping your style in any way?
No. No, nothing cramps my style. My style is my style. I mean,
Star Trek style.
No, absolutely. No, I love having them here. I mean, it's I don't see them enough. I mean, I had them in 6th grade in phys ed. Now I have Adriana in phys ed, and I saw Bree when my coaching class did their class, but I don't see them enough.
Okay. So you have Adriana in class, right?
Adriana I have in phys ed.
Okay. What comment do you put on a report card? Favorite grandchild?
No, I put you got what you deserve. 100.
So what was it like to be up in the middle school and in the VR lab to kind of experience that outside of the gym where you typically are?
It was really different to be up there because I don't travel up there very often, and to see the VR room, like I said, was like I didn't realize we had that. I think Lucas said it. Last year or the year before, it was a computer room.
Yeah.
And that's probably the last thing I remember about the place. So, but it was different to be up there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty. I mean, that VR is pretty cool because
absolutely.
Like you in that one you were climbing. You were in climbing Mount Everest, but like the teachers can utilize it to take. It's not just a specific class. It's it's an art teacher can take the kids to the Louvre. Social studies teacher can take the kids to the trenches in World War II.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Similar to the technology you had, right?
Oh yeah. Except we had to look at it on slides, the Louvre. One of those little video things, that you look, the viewfinders with the little thing that went around. That's what we used to have.
So you graduated in 1973. What was the height of technology in the classroom in 1973?
I would say probably pencils and pens. No, I can't even remember if we had calculators. I mean, I don't think we even used a calculator back then. Or they were like, they said, you shouldn't use those because you got to be able to do this stuff in your head. So that's why I got good in math.
I was going to say, you were in trouble if that was the case, right?
No, I was great in math. Hey, Joby, I taught math the first 3 years I taught here.
Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much about you.
Did you not know that?
I don't think I did, no.
Listen, my interview with Father Gallons was, hey, how you doing? How was your graduation in school? You think you could teach math? Now I'm a phys ed major, phys ed and health major. I looked at him, I go, what kind of math? He said, algebra and geometry. I looked at him, I go, yeah, I could do that. So I taught algebra and geometry for the first 3 years I was here.
Fake it till you make it.
Hey, I tell you what, was no problem at all.
That's awesome.
Except I had to study a lot at night in geometry to figure out what I was doing. But.
So what would you say were some of the biggest changes you've seen over the years at Aquinas?
I mean, obviously the girls is the biggest change. I think what did they come in 1982 when Agnes closed, and that was a big change. But honestly, I don't know if we would have survived without them coming in, because the numbers were dwindling a little bit, and and so that's probably been the biggest change, other than the actually facility. I mean, back when I was, started here, the library was our gym.
Right.
And our gym was so small that they had to have a special, and you're a basketball guy, so you'll know this, from the sideline, they had to have a broken line like 3 feet in, because if the player, trying to block the throw in, they had to stand back. Otherwise, you'd be right into the bleachers, the guy throwing it in.
I remember the old gym.
Yeah,
it was. I would, if I stood, my feet hung over.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Inbound.
Yeah. And then right from there is a little brick stair.
Yeah.
Or a concrete stair. So.
You're not saving the ball going out of bounds there. You're just going to let it go.
No.
Well, Dietz, seriously, it's great having you here. And thank you for sharing your family with us.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It's really cool to see your grandkids here. I love it so much when our graduates send their kids here, which you did with Christina, Nicole, and Robbie. And now to have your grandkids here, and you and Linda are awesome. You're an Aquinas family. I said it about the O'Donnells. I'll say it about the Diators. Aquinas family through and through. So thanks, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, buddy. I tell you what, it's been. I mean, I get to see my kids go through here. Now my grandkids. There's nothing better than that. So
that's awesome.
Well, it's always worth it to come here and hang out and talk with you guys.
Well, great seeing you, Bob. And now let's see how we are doing with chasing our goals.
Thank you.
Hey everyone in Shamrock Week. Now it's time to take a peek at chasing our goals with Chase Acker.
All right, you're on.
Well, welcome back. Chase, we're so glad to have you here today. This week we have Spirit Week going on. And can you tell us a little bit about today's Spirit Week?
So today was you have to dress like a teacher, and I am dressing like Mr. Knapp.
You're a stud.
And
I don't like that you look better than me, though, Chase. And I like that you went with a staff member. I think anyone who knows me here at Aquinas, I think we all know that you don't want me teaching, right?
I think it would be cool because you probably give us a free day, which would be fun.
Free day?
Free day.
Free days?
Free days.
You'd want 180 free days for me, wouldn't you?
Probably, yeah.
No, that's why I don't teach. That's why I don't teach. Why don't we take a look at our goals, bud, and see how we're doing? You gonna give us an update?
All right, so far we've raised $46,384, and we have 160 gifts donated.
Nice.
So, doing good.
What are we doing on our new donors, bud?
We got 10 new donors.
That's great. And Chase, how are we doing with that hat trick, with our hat trick donors?
We got 32 hat trick donors so far, and yesterday we had 26 parent donors.
That's awesome. That's great. And as I'm checking, I always like to check the up to the minute stuff here. And I know we've got more probably that we can add on for the hat trick. Question for you. You're a sports guy, right?
Yep.
Hat trick. All right. Hockey. Who's got what NHL player has the most goals in history?
Wayne Gretzky.
Are you guessing?
Yeah.
Well, it's an educated guess. He's the best player in hockey. You're correct. 50 goals.
Yep, okay.
Do you play fantasy sports?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I always think about with Wayne Gretzky, right? Mm-hmm. Because I used to do fantasy sports. I think this encompasses it so much so. And I've said this last year, I think, in our Brian Johnson interview. It just still blows me away. When Wayne Gretzky was playing, if you played fantasy hockey, he wasn't allowed to be drafted.
Really?
Yeah, because you'd win.
Yeah.
Automatically win. So, like, who's the best player? You play fantasy football. Who's the best player?
So if I had the first pick in fantasy football, I'd probably be taking
Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears.
No, can't take a quarterback in with the first round.
Okay.
I'd say probably, as of right now, I'd go Christian McCaffrey.
Right. Okay. So imagine Christian McCaffrey is so good you couldn't even take him. That's how good Wayne Gretzky was. So nice answer with the hat trick. You continue to amaze me. Continue to amaze me with those sports knowledge that you have. Still disappointed about the Super Bowl shuffle though. I won't forget that one. All right. And let's not forget about our class challenges either. Guys, you got that up there perfect. All right. So we've got. So I had to send a text out, Kelly, to 2013 and 2014 Lucha Nooch Challenge. So I'm like, guys, I haven't seen anything. They're assuring me they have not forgotten about it. We've got 59 and 63 from the Sun in Florida. And then the challenge, I will say, the challenge of the Mike Nuccitelli and Tom Crilly, which I love. Love that they did this. Challenge the classes of 79 and 81, right? Classes before them and after them, because they're 80. Well, it's just before we went on air, I was checking our board here. Mark Johnson dropped the gauntlet from class of 79 because he a donation of $7,500. Thank you so much, Mark and Lucy Jonta. Number one, that I'm certain puts them ahead in that three-way class challenge. But what it also does, and it doesn't mean you all have to stop giving. We've already met our match today for Jerry Maguire Day here. So
awesome. Mark
and everyone who's given today, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And those class challenges, who got your money on? Which class?
Is 97 in it?
No. It's your dad's class.
You gotta work that one out.
Yeah, no. We gotta get your dad off the couch if we want to really get this thing going. I fear he's just sitting there staring at TV. I'm kidding. I know he's
So
he works hard.
yesterday we actually asked any parents that made gifts, current parents, that we had a raffle going for a $500 tuition raffle.
Ooh.
So we've got the names right. You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Chase pull a name, and this is for a $500 tuition raffle for next year.
Look, buddy. I lost my spit. You have to wing it, by the way. Oh, nice.
We got Mrs. Erin Lynn Palmer, who was a 1993 grad.
That's nice.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Well,
so
that's great.
I always get Bridget. I think Bridget's still here.
Yeah.
She had a couple students come through. So thanks so much, Erin. That's great. That is awesome. So we'll get her a tuition voucher. Was your name in that? It would have been really suspect if you picked your name.
I know, that would have been.
Okay, as we wind down now on this Tuesday broadcast, please do not forget to stay connected this week. So we've got a slide there with a couple different ways you can stay connected with us. And don't forget about casino night also. That's this Saturday night, March 18th.
And just a quick note for any of our alums. I gave you guys an extra slide. If we could pull that one up there. When people, if you're purchasing any alums and you don't know of any kids here at the school, one of the things we did to incentivize our kids to help selling the tickets for casino night is put their name in. So if your aunt or uncle, they put their name in, parents, whatever. If you don't know someone, reach out to me because we're going to put them into a raffle for half off tuition, which is huge. And if you don't know a student here, reach out to me. We've got great kids, great families you could really use and benefit from that. So if you don't know anyone, touch base with me. Either shoot me an email if you've already purchase your ticket, I can still get them into the raffle because we're not going to do that until
Saturday, yeah.
At the event?
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
And if you do attend casino night, you will have a chance to take part in some really amazing. We've got great silent auction. We've got outstanding prizes for some silent auctions. So we have a slide on those too. I don't know if you want to.
Oh yeah,
to those.
Great ones. Again, thanks to Greg and Janet Shaler for that Sabres box. Steve Smola, that national trip. I know my wife's coming. She's going to enter into that. And then Bob Foley and his family, they have that place on Cuke, and there's going to be other things there. So please come to Casino Night. I think it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to see so many members of our Aquinas community. So, all right. Don't forget to make those gifts still. Doesn't matter who we met the match. We can keep going. We can keep going on that. Remember, we've got our goals this week for overall, and when you're doing that, make sure that you enter in correctly if you want it to show on the donor wall. If not, just when you enter it in there, we will acknowledge the family and everything for that. So, and thanks to the O'Donnell family so much for that matching gift. I can't believe it's 12:30 and we've already met up.
Awesome.
So thanks Pat, and everyone there, the O'Donnell family.
And join us tomorrow as we debut our new game show, AQ Family Face Off with Sissy and Audrey LeBlanc.
And we're going to have Aquinas' version of Richard Dawson. You have no idea who I'm talking about. Richard Dawson with Jay Polston, our very own Jay Polston, class of 90. I mean, if we're going to have a trivia question on AQ, Kelly, there's no one better than Jay Polston. I'm actually fearful for both Sissy and Audrey with the questions that Jay's going to ask, because he's digging deep into his book of knowledge on AQ, which is a very thick book. Knows everything.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks for joining
we'll see you
us.
tomorrow. Thank you for giving. Keep giving.